84.
84 million.
Yes.
84 million. So the government loses 83 million or 82 million based on that. 72, how much? 728 million. You see? Free-base pa lang yan. 728 million na BIR. I move that he be held in contempt and an arrest warrant be issued to him.
Hindi na nga ba sinasabi ko eh.
Wala ba kayo na-confiscate 14,000 cartoons? 100 each cartoon, kaya 1,400 vapes. Valued at 1.4 billion pesos.
Before we start though, it turns out a good amount of you watching right now aren't even subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the content, consider hitting the subscribe button, as not only does it help out a ton, but it also very much appreciated.
To add to the very clear a presentation of what this is all about. Thank you, Chairman Joey. One thing is that once again, we reiterate the DTI to issue a directive to Lazada to stop, to cease from selling. As of now, I have checked. Flaba, e-cigarettes are still on the market. And so in spite of all what is being done here, Lazada continues to sell online. We also urge the DTI to inform Shopee to continue its non-sale of online of the Flaba products. So that is our request to DTI to support our chairman. Let us cease, let us not allow them to continue selling, especially because they are also selling to minors. All the minors will click is that they're over 18, but that is not, that should not be the case. So since we are investigating this and probably criminal cases will be filed later, we urge the DTI to make sure that there will be a pulling out of all of these ads in their online list. But that's one. Mr. Chairman, to add also to your explanation of the status of this particular investigation, I would like to put on record, I have a copy here of the affidavit of Shi Li Chao. For the record, it says that Shi Li Chao is a Chinese national living in Shenzhen province. The address is here. He is the general manager of Shenzhen Maunda Technology Company Limited. The company is the one engaged in the manufacturing of vapor products, particularly the Romeo brand of e-cigarette. Third paragraph. In the Philippines, here is very, very important, we supply our product through, here it is, through Denka Trading. Dennis Rostata. Is Dennis Rostata here? Yeah, you will be asked later on in the interpellation. As such, the goods are brought and paid for by your company, Mr. Rostata. That is the affidavit. So he's executing this to attest to the truth of the foregoing for whatever legal purposes. But before you will answer this, Mr. Chairman, a notary public has notarized this in the city of Manila. Mr. Li Chao is in China. So therefore, there is a question of this affidavit. The signature does not show that it's really a proper signature. It seems that it's just written. Mr. Chairman, I would like to mark as Exhibit A for the resolution Rodriguez, the signature of Li Chao, and also Exhibit A-1, the signature of Attorney Henry D. Adasa. Because precisely is not here, because he's in China. How can there be an affidavit? But there is, the content is different from the signature. We're going to let them answer. For the marking, Mr. Chairman, Exhibit A, signature, Exhibit A1, the notarization. Now, Mr. Rostata, my first question is directly. Here is an affidavit, although there is some question of the authenticity, but we can go beyond that. There's an allegation. May we know, Mr. Rostata, are you the importer of this Flaba material, Flaba e-cigarettes found in the Valenzuela warehouse. You are under oath, remind you.
I'm not, Your Honor.
Not the importer.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how did you bring in this particular case? So you are not the importers. So you are stating now that you have nothing to do. Dencat has nothing to do with all the Flava e-cigarettes that were found in the warehouse. You're under oath, huh? You have nothing to do.
I'm not the importer, Your Honor.
You're not importer. Now let me go, Mr. Chairman, now to Flava. Who is the representative of Flava Corporation? Please identify yourself again.
Lilac Tayaban po, Your Honor.
Alila is here. Ms. Tayaban is here. Yeah. Ms. Tayaban, are you the importer of these e-cigarettes found at the warehouse?
No po, Your Honor.
You are not the importer.
No po.
And it seems that you are in touch with the manufacturing company because you know them also. This is Mr. Shi Li Chao. You're in contact with them.
With ano po?
Are you in contact with the manufacturer of this, Shenzhen Maunda Technology, Mr. Shi Li Chao? Do you know this person?
Yes po.
You know them. Are you having business dealings with this person and this company?
No po.
So no. So you are so what is the connection between Flava Corporation and Shenzhen Maunda Technology? You know him, but you have no relation. What is therefore? What is the what do you have with him? With them?
Bali, umu-order po kami kay Mr. Rostata po. And then, i-deliver po yung product sa amin door to door po sa warehouse po.
In other words, you therefore,
Mm.
Flava Corporations also orders the e-cigarettes from Dencat. Is that what you're saying?
Yes po.
Okay. So while the manufacturing statement on the boxes says Flava Corporation, is it not Bureau of Customs that in these boxes there is the mark Flava Corporation?
Yes, Your Honor. There's marking to that effect, Your Honor.
So are you saying that those goods in the warehouse were already yours because you purchased them from Dencat? The ones in the warehouse, because your corporation is marked on the packages. Confer you with your lawyer. That's fine with us. Sorry, they have to earn. As I was earning before when I was practicing.
You earned more.
Yeah, so let us have the answer.
Hindi, ipapalabas.
Lumalabas.
Di ba?
May denial kasi si Dencat.
Yes po, Your Honor. Binili po namin from Mr. Dennis Rostata po.
Okay, so that is now clear. The Bureau of Customs discovered this vapes at the warehouse, marked Flava Corporation, but then you're saying that you purchased them from Dencat Corporation. Is that, can you affirm that?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Now, what can you say therefore to the statement of Mr. Rostata that they are not the importer of this particular vape cigarettes?
Hmm.
What can you say about that? That he is?
Wala po akong alam regarding sa importation. Sila po yung may contact.
So you're in fact saying that he's lying in this committee because he said that they are not the importer. Oh, answer please. Mr. Rostata lied.
Wala po akong alam regarding importation.
That's okay. So, so therefore, you are denying that you are saying that you have nothing to do with importation. It's just that you bought that. Now, this is now the question. You are now therefore owning. You are therefore claiming ownership on those. You are the owners now of those boxes and the contents of the vaporized products in these boxes. Correct? You are the owners.
Yes po.
Yan, okay. So you are the owners. Now, Miss Taya, Miss, sabi pa nun, Madam Wetness. Okay. Now, okay, you're the owner. Then, do you have a certificate from the BIR that you paid taxes? Let's go first to the taxes on freebase. Because you are claiming na freebase siya, no? Hindi nicotine salt. Did you pay taxes there?
Yes po, we pay excise tax po.
On freebase, correct?
Opo.
Answer from the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Is it correct that they paid taxes on those that were found in the warehouse? Yeah. Yeah. The question is, did they pay? Did Flaba Corporation pay? We go first to the free base, meaning only 52 pesos per ml. For all those that were discovered there, because they, Mr. Tayaban did not present proof of payment to the Bureau of Customs. Can you confirm they paid or they did not pay?
Your Honor, they are paying excise tax.
They paid. So they paid that for those that were confiscated there, right? They paid. Free base.
Those that they declared with the BIR, they are paying it.
Yes, but may I see the Bureau of Customs? Did they submit, when you required to submit papers on payment of customs, payment of BIR excise tax, did they submit, Bureau of Customs, proof of payment of excise tax?
None, Your Honor.
None. In other words, there was none. There was no payment. And can you therefore present BIR the proof of a payment, whether the 1.4 million vapes, I think that is the number, 1.4 has been paid, because they may pay a little, they may pay on that. And so can you now certify that they paid the 1.4? Because they could not submit to the customs when they were required. That's why it is now under forfeiture. Are you sure that the 1.4 have been paid free base excise tax?
Your Honor, the data that I have right now is only the total, but not the breakdown of the different products.
How much was the total amount paid?
And from when to?
And when? When were they paid and what is the total amount that they have
For
paid?
the month of October. For the month of October, the total payment is 1.8.
1.8?
Yes,
Million?
1,800,000.
Wow, only 1.8 million, Mr. Chairman. And did you, the RROP, no, the regional office on the premises, have you checked on this particular vapes at the warehouse? Upon payment of 1.8 billion only. And is this on this particular transactions? On this particular goods or some other goods? Maybe no.
At this point, I have no idea if with regards to the revenue officer on premise. But with regards to this is based on the filed documents by Flava, based on the payment and the inspection fees they paid with the BIR for the month of October.
So just to be clear, 1.4 vaporized products. They only paid 1.8. If you talk about 52 pesos per ml, and apparently these are really nicotine salt based, so there must be 10 ml per bottle, per vape. So how much would that be, Comsec? If you will now, we let us now go into our computation now. 1.4 times 1.4 million times 10 ml times 52. Just the freebase muna which they're claiming. How much will that be? 1.4 times 10 ml times 52. Ayan.
72 point.
How many million?
72.8. Kung ano,
72, how much?
70.
728 million. You see? Freebase pa lang yan.
Yeah.
728 million na BIR. So are you sleeping on the job, especially your premises officer? Revenue? My goodness, 1.8 million when it should be at their declaration
84.
of freebase, huh?
84.
84 million.
Yes.
84 million. So the government loses 83 million or 82 million based on that. So that's one point. Now, if it is nicotine, with nicotine salt base, then it will be 62 per millimeter and each vape has 10 milliliters. Correct? How much will be the value of the real tax if they properly declared it as nicotine base and not free base?
7.
How much? 1.4 times 52, 62 times 10. Ayan, that is the total revenue that should have been paid, the taxes, excise tax to the BIR. According, and I always agree with my compañero, the legal luminary, Dante Marcoleta, incoming Senator of the Republic, 728 million. Okay, that is now therefore what we have lost. And that is why it explains why I authored this, because I am principal author of the vaporized law. You see? 728 million would have gone to our universal healthcare system. You see? To pay for our members of PhilHealth who should have no billing, no balance billing. So BIR, so what can you say about that? What's happened to who is the revenue officer of this Valenzuela? Can we get the name? Because we will subpoena him to appear on December 19. Alan. What is the name of the revenue officer on the premises?
So right now, I'm not, I don't know who's in charge of.
Can you therefore submit to the committee within 24 hours
Yes,
till you
Your
finish
Honor.
this one?
Your Honor.
So very clear, Mr. Chairman, as the way go forward, very clear that if Flaba, because they have admitted they bought it from Dencat. Dencat is the importer. Dencat should be paying the import duties. So let's go first to BIR. Now it's very clear. Flaba did not import it. Okay. They bought it from the importer, according to Ms. Tayaban. They bought it from Mr. Rostata. And therefore, they are liable, Mr. Chairman, for 728 minus 1.8. That is the taxes evaded. They are subject now to criminal cases for that. Wala pa ang VAT. Yes, malaki na talaga with the VAT. And so we temporarily cease our questions to the BIR and to Tayaban. So now we go now to the import taxes. Ayun na naman. Okay. Now, Mr. Yostata, you then you are denying that you have imported this, correct? Because you can change your mind and be honest, because we will,
Yeah.
if there is perjury, we find out that you were the one who brought it here, we'll put you to jail.
We don't have the capacity to import.
First state, you are not, are you the importer?
No, we
No, you're not
we
of
are-
this product. You're not the importer. Since you are not the importer, you do not actually import them. The ones that are found in the warehouse, correct?
Correct.
And so because of that, as a consequence, you have not paid any import tax on this. Customs duties.
We are not the importer, so
Yeah,
we don't
that's
pay
it.
anything.
Now, may I ask the Bureau of Customs? Now, whoever is the importer, how much would have been paid for these products in terms of customs duties?
May tariff ba siya? Wala naman.
Your,
Yung quantity that was found there. How much is the customs duties due to those products? So you should have that, which were not paid.
Your Honor, in terms of duties only, duties, sir, if they're not going to apply for preferential rate, Your Honor, it should be 1% of the dutiable value, which is about 7 million pesos, Your Honor.
We're talking here of not a free base vaporized nicotine. It is salt base. So there has to be a distinction, correct? You have to have a distinction.
Yes, Your Honor.
The BIR should have a distinction for such assets. You must have also a distinction and the value, real value of these particular products for you to impose the proper customs duties.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if the value of that is 1.4, how much is your valuation of those particular e-cigarettes? That's the evaluation.
Even if ano,
Yeah.
even if iba yung laman, free-based or ano. Your Honor, the examiner who assessed
Yes.
the items
Yes.
placed a dutiable value of 700 million pesos. Now, as to the distinction, Your Honor, will await the
700 million.
20.
yes, Your Honor, will await any evaluation coming
Yeah,
from the
yes,
Bureau of
but what
Internal
The
Revenue.
examiner has said is that they should have paid for this particular confiscation discovery. They should have paid 700 million in customs duties.
The dutiable value, Your Honor.
By value. So how much? If 700 million is the dutiable value, how much it will be the customs duty?
At minimum, Your Honor, it's about 1% of that particular.
1%.
Yes, Your
It
Honor.
is
That's minus
7
the.
million.
Yes, Your Honor. That's without excise tax, Your Honor. Just
Yeah,
duties.
just that one because
Yes, Your Honor.
it's a separate one.
Yes,
So
Your Honor.
7 million.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, if it is nicotine based, if it is nicotine salt, then you will have another,
Should be higher, Your
should be
Honor.
higher.
Yes, Your
It
Honor.
will be at least be 10% higher.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it
That
will
would be
become
70.
ballpark 70 million.
Yes.
All right. So now we are going into this already. We have some figures, no? 7 to 8 million that were not paid, minus 1.8,
Duties.
not paid first in 728 in the BIR excess tax, and 70 million approximately, Mr. Chairman, not paid as customs duties. What other charges do you give? Do you impose aside from import duties?
Value-added tax, Your Honor.
How much is that?
12%. Should have been
12%
of the
of,
GTL.
of 70 million of dutables. How much? Can you compute? 700 million worth.
Yes, sir. A little bit more, Your Honor, because we add to the dutiable. Yes, the dutiable value should factor in freight, insurance, and some other add-ons. So if we place it on about the dutiable value, estimated to be 12% of that, Your Honor.
Of
Which is
700
about-
million.
Yes, Your Honor, which is
10
about
millimeters. Can you
75
compute how much is that to that?
84.
84 million.
84 million.
84 million is value added tax collected by the Bureau of Customs.
Yes.
So we're not talking here now of 70 million plus 84 million plus 728 million. You see how much is the large scale, Mr. Rostata and Mr. Tayabas. We have Tayabas. You see how, we are, the government is shortchanged by about more than 800 million.
Tinanong po niya kung saan niyo po kinukuha yung mga flaba products ninyo. Kanino po niyo kinukuha?
Kay Sir Dennis Rostata po.
Kanino po?
Kay Mr. Dennis Rostata po.
Dennis
Yun po namin
Rostata.
binibili.
Nandito po ba yon si... Totoo po ba yon na sa inyo niya kinukuha?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, malaki po ang problema natin. Hindi ko alam kung sino po nagsasabi na totoo. Ito pong mga nakumpiskang mga flaba vapes ay pag-aari po ninyo, hindi po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Pero ang sabi nyo, kinukuha nyo naman kay Rostata ng Bencat. Sabi naman po niya, harap-harapan naman, hindi raw po totoo. So sino po ang nagsasabi ng totoo, Mr. Chair?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Sige po.
Bali, nagsisend po kami ng order kay Mr. Dennis Rostata, and then magbibigay po siya ng receipt sa amin. And then magbabayad po kami sa kanya, and then i-deliver po sa amin yung products door to door sa warehouse.
Yun nga po. So sa kanya rin niya kinukuha. Sa kanya kayo nakikipag-deal. Sa kanya kayo nakikipag-transact. Hindi po ba? Ngayon, itinatanggi naman po niya na hindi po nanggagaling sa kanya. Yung pong Bureau of Customs na nakahuli po nung nag-raid po, sino po ba talaga ang pinanggalingan po ng mga flaba products na pinag-uusapan po natin ngayon?
Your Honor, the Bureau of Customs still doing its backtracking investigation on this. Wala po kasing sinabmit sa amin yung nag-claim na may-ari ng mga vape products ng any import documents, sir. Wala rin po kami nakitang any import documents doon sa loob ng warehouse. So, kaya nga pinapresume ho namin siyang smuggled. So now we're doing our backtracking investigation on kung saan po possible na lumabas to mga to at kung ano po yung scheme na ginamit, sir.
Mr. Chair, ang sabi po ni Ms. Tayaban, sila po ang may-ari ng mga products. Mr. Bureau of Customs, bakit hindi mo ma-determine ngayon kung saan nanggaling? Sila naman ang may-ari.
Sir, wala po kasi silang pinresent na import documents, and they're also claiming that they did not import the items. Sinasabi ho nila si Dencat, but Dencat, sir, hindi naman, pareho po silang hindi accredited importer ng Bureau of Customs, sir.
So, Mr. Chair, maliwanag po na kahit na sinasabi ni Mr. Yaban na sila po ang may-ari at siya po ay nagsasabi na binili niya naman kay Mr. Rostata, sabi naman ni Rostata, hindi naman po totoo yun. Wala po talagang may-ari. Ano po ngayon ang status nito kung yung mga nasakote po ninyo mga produkto wala naman talagang may-ari? Pwede ba nating kunin ngayon? Sa atin na lang po yan?
Sir, may forfeiture order na po kami, sir.
Oo nga. Kasi sa ngayon, lumilitaw walang may-ari, di ba? Kahit na aminin pa ni Mr. Yaban na silang may-ari. Wala po kayong dokumentong sinabmit na papatibay na kayo po ang may-ari. Maliwanag po yun. At tinatanggihan naman ni Rostata na sa kanya po nanggaling yun. Wala po kayong magagawa sapagkat wala naman kayong mapipresenta sa kanya siguro sa kumiting ito na talagang binili nyo sa kanya. Kaya malinaw po ngayon na yung mga produktong yan ay wala na pong may-ari at maliwanag po na yan ay nasa disposal na po ng pamahalaan. Tama po ba yan, Mr. Bureau of Customs?
Tama po kayo, Your Honor.
Gusto ko pong itanong sa inyo sapagkat kayo ang nag-grade. Ano po ba yung itsura ng mga produktong ito? Kasi dalawa po yung nakikita ko. Isang plaba Oxbar at saka isang plaba parehong may bar eh. Ano po itsura nun?
Your Honor, ipapasa ko po yung
Pwede
mikropono
pang
dun sa...
ipakita natin sa para makita lang natin ang itsura.
Yes, sir. Papasok ko rin po yung mikropono, sir, sa head nung team na nag-conduct nung aming
Sige po.
operation. Si Mr. Chief Paul Pakunayan po ng aming Intellectual Property Rights Division.
Thank you.
You recognize Inspector
Intelligence Officer 3, Paul Oliver Pakunayan, sir.
Paul Oliver Cunas. Sir, you're
Yes, sir. All of the commodities found at the warehouse are branded as Flaba Romeo with various flavors. So that's the only distinction between them. That's the flavor.
Meron po kayong hawak ngayon, makita natin. Mahirap po kasing pinag-uusapan, hindi man lang natin nakita ang itsura.
On the when we search at online search at Lazada, Flaba Romeo or the picture of Flaba Romeo will appear. But I also have pictures during the conduct of the inventory. picture of the actual goods.
Kasi po, Mr. Chair, kaya natin tinatanong ito, kami yung dalawa po ni Kong Rufus, pareho kaming co-authors yung ating Republic Act 11900. I believe we have installed several measures in order to protect especially the minors na hindi po ma-access yan. Ang isa po dyan, kaya gusto namin makita kung ano pang itsura niyan, the law prohibits the sale of these BNNPs which are marketed or labeled or packaged with yung mga flavors po which are very appealing to minors. Yun po yung pinaka-importante doon. As a matter of fact, even the consumer communications of these products, Mr. Chair, meron pong prohibition about the use of yung mga cartoons, yung mga candy bars,
Yeah.
even desserts.
Oh, yeah. That's exact.
Kasi kung ito po lahat ay nandyan at itong mong flaba importers na yan, kung sino po yung nagdadala niyan, they're violating several provisions of RA 11900. Tsaka yung manner po nung kanilang pagpo-promote, yung pag-advertise, nakalagay din po sa maraming sections ng RA 11900. Ms. Tabayan, alam mo ba na pati nga yung points of sale, establishments, no? Offering or selling or distributing BNNPs ay kailangan nakapost. Merong statement in clear and categorical manner that these products are illegal. Yung at saka yung substance ay nakalagay din doon na hindi mabuti para sa mga. Nakalagay ba sa mga produkto ninyo 'yon? Nakasulat ba 'yon? Meron ba kayong mga categorical statement, nakapost ba 'yon? Na these products are not even recommended to minors and they're not supposed to be sold to people below 18 years of age. Nakasulat ba yung mga yan?
Yes po, Your Honor. Nakalagay po sa packaging.
Nasaan nga? Yung hindi nga namin makita Pwede ka bang magbigay sa amin ng sample? Kasi marami talaga yung mga measures na nakalagay sa batas to protect our minors.
Ipapakita ko po. Sir. Hanapin
Pati
ko.
nga yung pati nga yung mga retailers katulad dinyo are even mandated to ensure yung proof of age verification. Alam mo ba yun?
Yes,
By
Your
let's say requiring the presentation of a government issued identification card showing the buyer's age at saka yung birthday niya. Alam niyo ba 'yon?
Sa packaging.
I don't think, Mr. Chair, these people even understand or are even conscious about Republic Act 11900. Meron pang piniprescribe na graphic
Excuse me po,
health
Your
warning, Ms. Tabayan. Do you know
Yes
that?
po, Your Honor. Nakalagay po sa packaging yung graphic health warning. Nandun din po sa packaging yung
Oo nga, but against your statement, hanggang hindi namin nakikita, paano natin malalamang totoo yung sinasabi mo? You're just reading from a cellphone. Kaya nga gusto naming makita. We want to make sure, unang-una, yung produkto talaga, totoo ba yan na talaga na pinoproteksyonan nyo yung mga minor? Kasi ginawa namin ang batas na to, in particular protection to people below 18 years. At hindi man pwedeng gumamit ng flavor. Napakaraming flavor ang ginagamit pala ninyo. It was already established by the Bureau of Customs. Bawal yung mga flavors
I have a copy of the packaging na po, Your Honor.
Ikaw, may kopya ka, kami wala. Hindi ko nga nakikita
Okay lang po bang ipakita ko po sa inyo?
Malay ko kung yan nga yun, dilitrato mo lang. Eh, gusto ko yung produkto mismo yung makita na for our own appreciation.
Apo, rest assured na ito po yung packaging po.
Ano?
Rest assured po na ito po yung packaging po.
Sana mapaniwalaan kita. Hindi nga kayo magkaintindihan ng Rostata ngayon, ipipilitin mo kaming maniwala sa iyo. Ipakita mo na yung package dito sa amin para makita namin ano itsura yung pinag-uusapan natin. Eh, nilitrato mo lang, hindi yan ang ibig ko sabihin, yung actual ang sinasabi namin. Wala ba kayo na-confiscate 14,000 cartoons? 100 each cartoon, kaya 1,400,000 vapes. Valued at 1.4 billion pesos. Wala kayo may bibigay na isa sa amin para makita namin ano itsura niyan? BIR, di po ba yung hindi pagbabayad ng excise tax or yung possession ng ganitong mga products, eh, ano na yung penalty natin? It's between parang the payment of fine between 10 to 20 million pesos, an imprisonment of between 10 to 12 years. Tama ba yun? Kung hindi ako nagkakamali sa ating NIRC?
Yes, Your Honor. Section 263 of the National Internal Revenue Code.
Yes, so mabigat na kaparusahan ito. Between 10 to 12 years of imprisonment. Hindi po biro-biro itong pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. Kaya so, Mr. Chair, hanggat hindi po ako nakakakita ng itsura nung ano, titigil na muna ako kasi gusto ko kasing makita po yung pakete ng mga vapes.
Thank you. Are there any other questions?
Your Honor, can I make a clarification
Yes,
as
ma'am.
to
As to your
the
authority.
warehouse? The registered warehouse from Flava Corporation, when they secure the permit
To
as manufacturer, is at Sampaloc, 1587 Condiman Street, Sampaloc. And they did not mention the warehouse in Valenzuela.
Okay.
Maybe that's why there's no revenue officer on premise that will be assigned in that.
So there is an ROP in
in
Sampaloc?
Condiman. Even though we are we have a
I
limited
take
person.
that as there's none.
Yes. in
Because
Valenzuela.
according to the report of the BOC, what is your investigation of the Sampaloc premises?
It's a two-story residential lot.
And in the bottom is a vape shop.
Yes, sir.
And in the top is what?
A residential house.
So in other words, there's no factory.
That's right, sir.
That's in your in your report. So meron lang ako itatanong, ma'am. I hope alam mo, the lesson for the day is this is a market growing by 40% per year. Bakit pa hindi nyo kailangan sumunod lang sa batas? Malaki ang kikitain nito. Ilan lang kayo dyan? 4 lang yata kayo nag-ooperate dyan. So anyway, just show a few things. Sige.
Mr. Chairman, nakalimutan pala akong itanong sa DTI.
Sige.
One question. DTI, nandyan po ba kayo?
BPS po yan. Bureau of Product
DTI?
Standards.
Sir, ito po.
Kayo po. What is your responsibility under Section 19 of Republic Act 11900 in regard to the subject of our inquiry? Section 19.
Regarding sir sa product registration, ang DTI BPS po ay naglabas ng Department Administrative Order specifying po requiring importers and manufacturers to undergo product certification schemes.
Yung section 19 ang sinasabi ko. Yung responsibility nyo to recall, ban, or even seize mga products na non-compliant dun sa... Katulad po ng napapansin natin ngayon.
Yes po, sir. If the product is found non-compliant po dun sa schemes, meron pong order na i-issue ang DTI BPS to stop selling or kung imported po yun, pinababalik po sa country of origin or i-destroy po.
So ano po ang gagawin nyo ngayon na nakikita natin na malinaw that there is a manifest violation of laws in regard to these products that have been raided by the Bureau of Customs. Now it's now in their custody. Paano yung hindi sa custody nila na nasa market? What is the action that should be taken by the DTI under the circumstances?
Sir, Your Honor, sa ngayon po yung ating Department Administrative Order 22-06 will be mandatory enforced on June 2024 po. Actually, the DAO is already issued but due to transitory provision, ang effectivity po niya ay June 2024. So by that time po, yun po yung hindi na po sila pwedeng magpasok ng hindi po certified.
So what will you do with the company that is responsible in bringing these products?
Kakasuhan po yun according po doon sa DAO.
So paano niyo ipoprocess ang pagkakaso sa kanila? Gusto ko lang
ang DTI po, meron po kaming bureau, yung Fair Trade Enforcement Bureau. Sila po yung in charge sa market monitoring. Kung nakita po na merong non-compliant or substandard sa market, nag-i-issue po sila first ng show cause order and then nagtutuloy po yun kung hindi po nila ma-justify. Nagtutuloy po yun sa kaso.
Mr. Jen Vincent Fabro, the CEO of Labo Corporation, and Mr. Reynald Dianto are not here. Mr. Fabro sent us a medical certificate saying that he has viral conjunctivitis. Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, may I manifest that for those who are absent, well, probably with that medical certificate, who is that subpoenaed witness who is not present?
John Fabros and
Fabros.
Ray Lianto.
The other one has nothing. There's no who is the one with no explanation for the absence?
Mr. Reynald Dianto, sir.
Yeah, Leonard,
Lianto.
Dianto.
I move that he be held in contempt and an arrest warrant be issued to him
Sinasabi ko eh.
because they have been properly served to serve it after Christmas. Definitely, we cannot arrest people Christmas
No.
after holiday January. But I think
It's okay.
chairman is we will just withdraw that
No,
and give them a chance.
No, you can proceed and we'll have a hearing on 19. I asked the permission of the speaker to complete this entire hearing by the December 19. So he will have the chance to come here. So that issue is being Is there any second?
So warrant of arrest be issued to Mr. Lianto. Is that who's the guy?
Yes.
Yeah. A warrant of arrest be issued to bring him here and put him in our detention cell. We are now building a bigger detention cell. For the first time, our Congress right there is already constructing a new cell because apparently many will already be arrested and be held in contempt. On the second one, Mr. Chairman, may I see first the affidavit or the is it notarized? Because if not, we'll file. We will again have a warrant of arrest.
Alam mo, ewan ko, ako ang natatakot tuloy dito.
No, because Mr. Chairman, at the outset, I am a co-author of Republic Act 1190.
I know.
And that is the Vaporized Nicotine or Non-Nicotine Products Regulation Act. October pa lang 2022. Now we see unscrupulous businessmen who are violating this law by not paying the proper customs duties and not paying the proper excise taxes. And you know, this law is for the universal healthcare system of our country. And the people of Cagayan de Oro certainly would need these amounts for their medical care. And so therefore, may I see, it is notarized, so we cannot do anything about this. So we have a nota by Henry Adasa. Mr. Shili Chow has a sworn of, no. The medical certificate has no notarization, only the affidavit. I move for the arrest of Mr. Shili Chow, Mr. Chairman. Motion for him to be held in contempt. The medical certificate does not contain, in court, you have to have your medical certificate, and in these hearings, it's easy to get the medical certificate. There has to be a notarization. What is notarized here is it is Vincent Fabro is also an arrest warrant for Vincent Fabro residing at 14 Del Pilar, Valenzuela Street.
Can you withdraw the arrest warrant for Lee Chow?
For Lee Chow, Yasibin issued a
We will
subpoena.
just invite them. No.
No, he was not invited.
So we just invited for the 19th because he's supposed to be the supplier.
I move that so we have now 2 warrants of arrest and now a subpoena at testificandum to Shile Chow, a Chinese national with residence. So therefore, we move for the issuance of a subpoena at testificandum to Shile Chow.
Si Jen Fabro and si Raylian.
Yeah, yun ang warrants of arrest. But in the next hearing, we will invite, ad testificandum to Li Chow to see him here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for both. So move, Mr. Chairman.